What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So, I'm SharkSyYT, and for today's video, we're gonna go over ARs generally, but we're gonna focus mainly on the LK24. I'm gonna go over stuff like ADS speeds, fire rates, time to kill, movement speed, strafe speed. I'm not gonna read these, you can read them. I'll just go over some things that might be confusing. So empty reload is when you have no bullets in the mag. Semi-reload is when you have bullets left in the mag when you're reading. Prime time to kill means the first damage range, usually between 0 to 20 meters. So first you're gonna go with ADS speed. So the LK24 has 280.5 millisecond ADS time, which is the average ADS for an AR or assault rifle. So some assault rifles have less ADS time, like the AK-117 actually has 264 millisecond ADS time, and others have longer, like the Man-O-War, which has the longest ADS time of 313.5. So I'm gonna show you some actual difference. It's not that big difference, the ADS speeds, but it is something. So here we have the LK24 normal ADS speed. Here we have the AK-117 ADS speed. Here we have the Man-O-War ADS speed. You probably couldn't tell the difference between them, besides maybe the Man-O-War. But if I slow it down, alright, so I'm gonna slow this down. Body hit multipliers and damage. The LK does the same amount of damage to every part of the body except the head, which it does 1.192 or 1.2 basically. So it does 26 damage to the body, and to the head it does 31. And if you see, there's 3 numbers for the head and 3 numbers for everything else. Those are the damage range drop-offs. Alright, so we're gonna go over the damage range and time to kill now. So on the left, you can see up top different colors, boxes, which indicate how many shots it takes to kill. So for the LK, it's basically 4, 5, or 6. And so if you see here, I have listed at the bottom all the attachments for the LK. If you have any attachment combinations, like say the monolithic M long shot perk, then to calculate how much damage range you would have total, you take the default and whatever you add. So if the monolithic suppressor is already 28.8, you take the long shot, which is 25 meters, subtract the default 23 meters to get 2. So you add 2 to the 28.5 to get 30.8, which would be the new 4 shot range. On the right, we have the time to kill based on the how many shots. So the LK24's recoil is pretty low. It's just up and to the left slightly, at a very slow pace. So here you can see the actual recoil on it. So for attachments or anything like that, you could get away with using no recoil attachments and still laser, or you could use one if you need to. I would not recommend using more than one, because the recoil is pretty easy to control. The only reason you would ever use a recoil attachment might be for the horizontal maybe, but besides that you shouldn't be using a recoil attachment on the LK. Moving on, movement speed and strafe speed. Honestly, I have not done enough research to know if the 2.2 default for the LK24 is average for ARs or slower. I haven't done it for SMUs either, so that's something I gotta work on. But for the movement speed, it's 6.2 for default. If you use lightweight, it becomes 6.8 meters per second, the default. Now I'm going to go over 2 gun builds. So the first one here is an aggressive close range build, meant for hardpoint, or it could be used for close range S&D maps as well. So it has no damage range attachments, so the default LK damage range is the ones you would use for this damage range. The ADS is extremely fast, which is 200.5 ms. So you basically eliminate 80 milliseconds of ADS speed. Movement speed is decent, reload speed is decent. So I'll show some gameplay of this after I talk about the second build, which will be this one, which is a mid to long range passive build meant for domination or S&D. As you can see, they're pretty similar. So the only differences are really the barrel and the muzzle. If you guys want to use red dot sight on either, I would replace the sleight of hand on the first build and the MIB light flash guard on the second build. I used the flash guard on the second build because the hip fire is actually really good on the LK. So if you're in stuck in close range situation, you can kind of bypass the slow ADS by hip firing. I would suggest using for either vulture. It's not aggressive gun, so you usually survive, and you'll often run out of ammo. Alright, so here's some gameplay with the LK24. As you can see, the ADS speed is extremely fast. Reload speed is really fast too, because it's sleight of hand. Movement speed is pretty good for an AR, so it's an overall pretty good aggressive build. Of course, the Fennec, other SMGs will outclass it right now. However, the LK will shred the Fennec and other SMGs outside of 20 meters because it has the accuracy to hit all shots easily, as well as the 4-tap range. So if you know they're using SMGs, I would try to stay out of the point or pre-aim as much as possible and try to get distance. Otherwise, you should probably be able to see through this gameplay. It goes against all types of guns and it does pretty good. Because the main reason the ADS speed is so fast, the fact that you almost always if you hit all your shots, they legit can't do anything unless they're using a faster time kill gun and hit all their shots as well. And just the range on it, it's from 2 meters to like 30 meters. It feels the same. The recoil feels the same. So it's an overall pretty good gun. Like basically lasers up to like 40 meters. Even this close range build. So I don't think the LK is very usable in the meta right now. But it could be if SMDs get a nerf. And it is usable though. If you are very accurate, I would suggest trying the aggressive build out, as the superior ADS can make it so that you can easily outclass possibly faster time kill guns like an ASL right now. So that's my analysis on the LK24. Let me know what you guys would like me to add, or other stuff that you think you want to know, and I'll do that in my next gun analysis video. So this video was a bit long because I had to go over some AR stuff, some stuff that wasn't just about the LK. So most of my videos I'll try to make them like about 6 to 8 minutes. So anyway, thanks for watching. And let me know in the comments below any feedback. Also, tell me what guns you want me to do next.